foot tall. It's all right if we're like 5 miles away from the camera. Welcome, George Fox.
Thank you.
Nice to have you on the channel. First time on the channel.
Sure.
But I'll tell you what, you're making a lot of noise with this fight. I need to know that investment that you've got in it, because obviously your dad is Don Charles. He trains Daniel Dubois. But it's almost like this is personal for you as well.
Yeah, do you know what it is? It's mad because things escalate quickly and things snowball. Bro, the whole way this thing started, I've got my opinion on the fight, but I don't really care. They've got the opportunity to do it again.
Yep.
And it's like, it's now making it feel like I'm the one focusing on it. It's not that, it's done. What's happened has happened. They've got like an opportunity to do something about it. But yeah, at the announcement yesterday, I spoke to Usyk. Me and Usyk were having a conversation, man to man. So I'm part of the event, I'm entitled to do that. He was talking to me. And yeah, I posed him a question. I first paid him his respects because, like I said, I don't like to conflate things. As a boxer, as what he's done, I'm sure he's even an incredible guy. I ain't got no personal beef with him like that. Gave him his credit, gave him his props, what he's done in boxing in general, incredible. So let's not remove that context. But after that, I just asked him a question. And I've got a way about me where I don't think people like, even people online, they don't like someone who can, I'm not gonna bring race into it, but people don't like someone that can articulate themselves, that's opinionated, that has a stance and can speak. And when asked questions, can come up with answers on the spot. And it rattled him. He wasn't happy. And he's the one that...
What was the question then?
I just asked him, I said to him, listen, I've watched the fight. Forget my opinion, forget his opinion, everyone's opinion. Go and observe the fight again. See what happened. Look at the mannerisms. Look at your mannerisms. When you first got hit, you didn't even gesture that was low. You didn't even say, or look to the ref, or like, oh, I got hit low. You were just in pain. And it's long to start going into the whole physiological breakdown, but all I can tell you is I was talked to 2 Hall of Fame referees, Tony Weeks, Cortez. They said it wasn't a low blow. That punch, like, it's almost like, and it's insulting your intelligence. Like, I've watched boxing my whole life. These guys, I've seen Usyk get hurt by Beterbiev in amateurs with body shots. I've seen him feign the low blows when he fought Anthony Joshua as well. Go and watch it. It's not my opinion. These are factual things. And even when Beterbiev hit him with a body shot, and all throughout the fight, he was moaning about being hit low. The guy does not like being hit to the body. His old coach, Mr. Bashir, says hit him to the body. So we know all of this stuff. This is not my, let's clear this up. This is not my rhetoric, my narrative. This is fact. This is objective. This is historical. This has happened.
So when you
I
brought
questioned
that up,
him, I brought it up, and it hit a nerve. And this is a man that you're seeing is always super cool, is always, dominates press conferences, even against people like Fury. He's been called names, he manages to keep his cool. But for some reason with me, little me or big old me, I should say, he's rattles. And the guy's talking about having street fights. And I told people, do the math, make your own deduction. A man that obviously hit a nerve, and that's why he started talking reckless, because he was lying. As simple as that. A man knows when they were hurt.
But then it comes up today. Sure. Now we're at the press conference. So that was yesterday.
Yeah.
So obviously something's festered during the evening, and you're brought up again. And his team start jeering at you, talking about McDonald's. So like I said, you're not involved directly. You're not fighting, but you getting involved in it by asking a question. How does that make you feel? Because you could see almost like Daniel Dubois, like, you know what? I don't even care. I just want to fight.
Sure, exactly. But that's the thing. Like I keep saying, I keep reiterating, because I don't want this narrative to be like I'm fixated on this.
No, I
question,
hear it.
you get it? So they've got a chance to do something about it. But for me, I asked the question, and now it's blown up into this. But it's just because I was able to articulate myself, and I was able to challenge him in a way that he didn't like, and that's it. It wasn't with the same photo evidence. I didn't need to go down any of that route. I didn't need to, because at the end of the day, a man's truth is within here, and they know what happened from experience. Like, I've been in a ring, I've done thousands of rounds. I know my experiences. I know who has hurt me a bit, who hasn't hurt me. I know that. So when I pressed on that, he did not like it whatsoever. And too many people have been getting into this analytical war of pictures and stuff. Forget all of that. Just go into the man's heart and tell him about himself and tell him what and then it sort of came out. Yeah.
Now, I've been sat next to you during the press conference, and there was something that Usyk did, and he was getting Daniel Dubois to sign pictures of the low blow, and you didn't like that.
Sure.
Talk to us about that, George.
Listen, I trust Daniel. He's his own man, so I'm make that clear. He can do his own thing. I'm going to support him. That's my guy, regardless. Everyone's got their own way of doing things. Me personally, I'm quite, call it, you can throw conspiracy banners on me, you can call it airy fairy. I'm quite a spiritual guy, you see, and the minute you start dancing to someone's tune,
we saw it with Anthony Joshua with the belts.
You've seen it with the belt, exactly. You've seen it with Fury. Even when he hit Fury with that shot, he got Fury to sign. I know Tyson, that's not like Tyson. For him to start signing that, that's not his character. So for me, I was upset. Me personally,
you didn't like
the Mike Tysons of the world and Lennox Lewis, they would have fed that photo straight down the guy's throat. That's the reality. That's the reality. They put his head through that picture. And me, if I was on that stage on that panel, there's no chance I'm signing. At minimum, the best he's gonna get is me to refuse to sign it. That's at minimum, but it might go south. There's no way. You just don't. Yeah, you don't dance to someone's tune. No way.
Dancing to tunes.
For sure.
But on July the 19th, how does Daniel Dubois do this? Because I was speaking to your dad and saying, look, is there demons going into this fight? Because obviously the way that the last one ended, there was a low blow. It seemed to throw Daniel off. He was a bit scrambled. And then the fight just went south after that.
Sure.
So speaking about those demons, do you think that Daniel's going to have demons going into this fight with him? Because of like the memory, you know?
I think, listen, 100% every fighter, you know, only the fighter knows what's in their mind and their body. But all I can say is post that fight, Daniel has done everything in his power as a man, physically, mentally, spiritually. The evolution of a man. He was 25, now 27 years of age. He got 3 massive wins under his belt. He's had to go through some rough waters to get those wins as well. He's taken right hand after right hand from Hrgovic. Had to fight a 140 kilo Gerald Miller who was leaning on him, pushing him back, and he still had the energy to stop him late. He fought Anthony Joshua at Wembley, which is it's a daunting task. It's a puncher as well. And when he did stop Anthony just hit him with a couple of big shots. So this is a man who's found himself. 100% he has demons to put to bed. Of course he does. We're always, man, woman, you're always on a mission.
How's he going to do it though, George?
He's done it with momentum, with confidence, with routine, rehearsal, practice, consistency, being in the gym day in, day out. And the thing with Usyk, I think what people need to understand at home, you get a lot of people trying to make it about, oh, he quit on a jab. It's not about the jab, it's about exhaustion. We see Usyk is fitter than all of these guys. Even when you look at Fury, you look at AJ, they tend to wilt towards the end because the guy is naturally cruiserweight. He's naturally lighter, incredible athlete, incredibly fit.
Yeah.
I know his training regimes, I know what he does, and this guy has a serious engine on him. So as technical as he is, all that stuff, he's actually just fitter than these guys. And all the arm feints, the foot feints, the constant lateral movement, the constant foot positioning, it exhausts you. As a bigger guy who's maybe more muscular and heavier and taller, it exhausts you.
You kind of nailed it. He said that it's because you have to think so much because of that movement.
He drains your tank.
Drains you.
So it's less about it being a jab, it's more that the fight is exhausted. But the fighter's now improved conditioning wise. He has the confidence and the belief behind him, that momentum, as I keep saying. And more than that, Usyk's also getting older. Like, it does matter. It does matter. They always say father time doesn't lie. He hasn't slowed down yet, but this could be the fight. These things are sometimes overnight.
Are we getting a stoppage then?
Well, that's I think Daniel has to win this fight by stoppage, most likely. Like, based on if you're going to use deduction, look at previous history, Usyk, how he boxes, his ability to win rounds. You would imagine that Daniel will have to get stoppage here. And fortunately for Daniel, he carries knockout power in both hands. Genuinely, like he's, they get this freak of natures. Like I was saying it on another interview, AJ really has to sort of like get all the torque of his body and throw his whole body into a shot to hurt you. He's still a devastating puncher, but Daniel can literally just go bop, and it's the same effect. And that's in both hands. So because he has it on his side, and the game plan, don't think too much. That's Usyk gets you into this trap, this rhythm of jostling over foot position, jostling over lead hand position. The guy that had the most success, no disrespect to my guy, is Chisora. He doesn't think, he just goes for it. So don't think too much. Don't dance to his tune, and just focus on what you can do.
Finally, then, I just want to ask. Obviously, Don Charles, biological dad.
Sure.
He's your dad.
The actual biological.
You're
he
his
likes
son.
to say he's like my biological son, but he's my actual dad. Yeah, sure.
He's got these fighters in the gym that he treats as his own children.
Sure.
This is a random question.
Yeah.
Do you feel a way about that sometimes? Because you have to share your dad with Professor's Derek Chisora. He's had Anthony Joshua for a bit.
Sure.
He's got Daniel Dubois. Jordan Thompson's now back in the picture as well. And it's like, oh my God, I have to share my dad with all of these. Is there a little bit of dad envy, or are you kind of cool with that?
No, it's all I've ever known. And
all right.
And I'm a bit of a not a loner. I'm not like that. Sounds like I got no friends, but
who cares if you haven't? Being a loner's cool. I like loners.
I don't know. Me and my dad, we're super close, but like, I like my own space as well. It's not like one of those ones where
So you don't get jealous, like, jealous. My son, and it's like, no, dad.
The only thing, you know what? That's a good question. Never. I'll
try and ask questions.
But the only thing, no one's ever asked me that before. The only thing that exists within me that's around that kind of topic is that I'm sad. I've still got a chance to do it because I'm actually fighting again in August. I've got signed a deal with Queensbury again with Frank Warren. Is that I haven't fulfilled my potential as a man. And I know I didn't start boxing because of my dad. My dad never forced me to box. I did my studies, I did really well. I've had other businesses and like different revenue streams, but for me, it made me so proud to fulfill my potential. And because I haven't done it, even Daniel doing that for my father, I was so happy.
I hear that.
A part of me was like, I wish I could do that for my father.
I hear that.
So that's the only moment of, let's say, envy or whatever that I've had.
I hear that.
But not the time, day to day.
Yeah. It's a natural reaction, and that's something that I've always wanted to ask you, because it's like you he adopts all these fighters like his kids, and it's like you're there standing on the sidelines, but you're not, because obviously that's stuff that we don't see. Listen, George, there's a queue waiting for you. I appreciate your time. I know I've been chasing you around all day.
No, not at all. It's a pleasure to do this.
Listen,
so
we'll definitely do it again. I've told you, Dad, I'm going to pop down to the gym, so if you're in there, we'll catch up. And all the best in August for your fight too.
Thank you. Well, God bless you. Thanks for your time, and speak soon. Okay?
Thank you.
People say I'm toxic, and honestly, I don't care.